Om Shanti. So, welcome all of you to the workshop 13c on the art of serving. And I hope I'm clear and audible. So, let me know if I'm not. So, as always, before we begin the workshop, let's spend a few moments trying to reflect on this art. What is it really to serve? And also, what are the prerequisites of being an altruistic, unconditional server? Yes, all of us are serving in our own ways and means. But can I really, from today's workshop, try to add on something, some component of service which is missing? And as all of us know, service, the topic of service is a very big one. Namely, serving through the mind, that is, thoughts, through words and actions. And also, as we hear in our spiritual teachings at Brahma Kumaris, serving through my thoughts, my time, my energy, my breath, my connections and contacts with people. So it's a broad, broad subject. And also through my body, through my money, and my mind again. So having said that, let us see what we can take up new from today's workshop. So I'll just stop sharing the screen. Stop sharing the music. So as of all of you can see, we have started in March. It's exactly a year now. We started with the first art, which was on art of being still. We carried on further, and today we are on the 13th. So we have seen this video in our Values for Life series workshops many times, but it fits appropriately well with today's art as well. So I'll just play it. And be ready for chat box sharings, because we normally don't take oral sharings in the icebreaker video. So there you go. Oops, I don't know what happened. I'll just do it again. Oh, I think that is just a cut, copy, paste, maybe. Yeah, here it is. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so I think this is just, the moment I make it in the full screen, it just goes off. Okay, so if you all can just see through this. Oops. Okay, wonderful. So I think this is from Dubai because it showed the beach and everything. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, whatever it is, we know the situation outside. So let's stick to our business here. So, yeah. So thank you, Sister Raina, for being the opening person. Yeah, there are plenty of opportunities to serve if we really look around. Yes, absolutely. Okay. And a big thanks to Sister Rena for pitching in and preparing the slides at a very short notice. So thank you, Sister. And yeah, any other sharings? So wherever you can. Yes. Christina, go ahead. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So I think we'll just give you half a minute or so so that we can spend. There's a lot of sharings. We have n number of slides, but we'll see how much we can share in 10 minutes. A few more minutes on serving. Okay, fine. So without wasting more time, I'll just go to sharing what Sister Luciana had to share about. Let's just go in this further. Right. Okay. So we had a fantastic speaker, a very senior instrument of Baba, almost more than 45 years now in knowledge and serving as the national coordinator of Brahma Kumaris in Brazil. So she had to say a lot about service. It has different meanings. Charity is different and service is different. So, according to her, charity was dealing with more of the physical aspects. And in Brahma Kumari, she mentioned service was more on a subtle aspect. It's one of the what we call four subjects and also one of the most important pillars. And it could be any simple act as well, like even cleaning the room, particularly of the spiritual center where you are, like the BK center, or even the surroundings. So anything simple act could also be service. And she went on to say that art reminds me of beauty. It is just not a mundane work, but it's a beautiful work. It brings a lot of grace and blessings, as you can see from the pictures, food being served. And it is also an art where we can develop our personality on. And I think just to add here that whenever we do any sort of service, according to the spiritual teachings at Brahma Kumaris, we instantly get the reward or the fruit in the form of, say, happiness, contentment, satisfaction. And also, we earn so much of blessings from people around whom we serve. As we go further, she went on to say this beautiful saying or proverb that if you don't live to serve, then you don't serve to live. And the purpose of life is to do something good for others always. And then she went on to say that you need to leave something to the world to make it better than how you found it out. And also, it is not just for others, but you need to carry with you all the fortune of the opportunities of life. And in one way, at Brahma Kumaris, we say that it's really a big fortune for us when we are able to serve, because people who are deprived of service, it can really be difficult because you don't get the feeling of fulfilling contentment, which I mentioned before. So we're also fortunate here, also through the Zoom, we're able to serve. And we have been doing this since 2020. And thanks to all the collective efforts of all the team, the translators, the background recorders, then the people who make up the PowerPoints, the speakers who speak, everyone, each play their own role. Then she went on to say the core values important in service was first is generosity. All of us know this in detail. I won't go there. But when we uplift others, immediately we ourselves also gets uplifted. So that actually applies to any value for that matter. Whenever we do something for others, the first person to receive is I, because it is that energy which I have created and it enters my system first before I give it to others. Second value which she mentioned was compassion. And we know on all these tough timings of the war and so much of unprecedented things happening, all of us need that from each other, compassion. And just to share things here, like many of the flights transit via Emirates, Dubai, or Etihad. So it was heard that the Dubai airport authorities are very compassionate. The entire hotel hospitality industry also. So they told all our customers that please don't worry. Uh, we know we all are running short of money and your stay is getting overstayed. So we will be providing you all free services for that. So that is also having a compassion for people and mercy. She went on to say service can be towards the self. I am the first one to serve myself. And a very deep thing comes in that how can I serve myself? So the most important is my mind. If I'm thinking good, thinking positive, I'm really serving myself. Serving our close ones, that's also important. And therefore we say charity begins at home. And she went on to say that the more and more we serve, the more and more we become an authority of experience. In Hindi, we say Anubhav ki authority. And experience, once you develop, it's not about being egoistic or having some name and fame of your title. It's about just the experience which you have, which you gain as you serve more and more. In the service of our closed ones, or rather, I must say, the ones who are very close to us. So it's basically how can we serve them, because they know exactly how our nature is at home. And though we may try to show up a different face outside to the external world where we are in, but our family members know the best how we are. So they can be served through by my actions, so through our example. So it's an example, and in the Murlis here we say that sample and example. So I can become a sample and people can copy me, and then I can become an example for them. So also then, so after we move in stages. We move in from the closed circle, then we move on to, this is a game which we play. We draw many circles and we say the most important person in the innermost circle is who. So it is different for different people. So in the next circle, it is outside the close proximity where the people where we work with, the ones who come in contact with us daily. And the third one is the anonymous ones, which is we call the unlimited service. And this particularly applies to, we know in the COVID times, mental health disorder really spiked a lot. So can we really serve those people who really are depressed, anxious, so on and so forth? A hope that a new world will just be there, and people are really now looking towards that. And now they know that, yes, things are really going on in a very different direction in the world. So she said, what option do we have to take? I mean, do we want to be on the side of the ones who are constructing the new world, or to be on the side of the ones who are destroying the old world? So even if I am just listening to a lot of news, social media about the destruction news outside happening, I'm not really doing any worthwhile part. So I need to really cut that off and be in the other direction. She said service means to help people discern, the power to judge what is right, what is wrong, decide, and then take a decision. It helps us to get clarity. Then service of nature, because even nature, we know, is going through the most lowest form of it. In Hindi, we call tamo pradhan. So therefore, it is really in an upheaval mode all the time. And all the five elements we know at some point or the other will definitely show their true colors. So nature needs our good vibrations, and calls for action happen through the COP summits, the Conference of Parties summits, which is for the climate change. So though there are a lot of discussions happening, but we at the Brahma Kumaris, we also represent them. It's a big team, and the main ones are Sister Jayanti, Brother Golo, and Sister Sonia. All these people have had spoken on our platforms before as well. And they keep sharing constantly that how, I mean, that's a good way to serve those people by teaching them meditation to make their mind stable and then call for some action and then implement some action. Because everyone's mind is really so fast and disturbed by things happening. And to add to that, climate change also happening. Then she went on to touch a very sensitive issue about turning vegan, which she also has. So vegetarianism, she accepted because in Brahma Kumaris we are celebrating 90 years now from 1936. But she said that she saw how the cow milk production was happening and how the cows were ill-treated. And apart from whatever so many injections, hormone injections given, that's another aspect. But it is a lot of violence towards animals. So she said it's advisable to refrain from using dairy products. So therefore, many people now also have started turning to veganism. The next, I think I have 2 more minutes. I'll finish. Service is very much connected to what we are. So again, if I can just have a positive frame of mind, a very stable state, and connected to the divine, my mere presence itself will be serving others. If we give in a moment of need, the quality of service is huge. And on the contrary, in India, I need to tell you all these two words. In Hindi, we say Dan and Punya, donation and charity. So donation is something which I have extra, I give to someone, while charity is something which if the person in need, whatever he wants, I give it to him. So if someone wants, who's very thirsty in the hot summer season and who just wants a drop of water, but I give him a lot of clothes, lot of food, maybe gold, money, that's of no use for him. So if I give him water, that's an act of charity and not donation. So that's the difference between the two. And the place where we do service is also very important. That's what she had to mention. Again, there's a lot of honesty, simplicity, and humility, all these added, which will give our service a very top-notch result. Serving with a lot of bhavana, pure feeling for God, and also at the end of the day, we should be thankful to whatever service opportunities we get because it's absolutely not our credibility. It is God. We are the instruments of God, and He's using us very appropriately because He knows where we can fit appropriately in the service atmosphere. So it's not me who's doing, but I am just an instrument. Even giving someone company and your time is also a very valuable service. Also, there's a massive amount of description today, so we'll send you all of that. And the question answers, it was fantastic that why God can't be a feminine entity because we say Godfather. So she explained that in detail. And also about serving true altruistic service and unconditional service. She went on to mention that in great details. So we'll send you all these slides because we don't have time to cover each and everything. So with this, I'll stop sharing the screen and over to Sister Anu. Thank you. Okay, I'll just read a few replies that came later. Anil Bhai saying, serve without anything in return. And Sister Anu saying, serving brings joy. There you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj brother. Yeah, so many aspects of serving, isn't it? So beautiful. And we are, I think, naturally inspired and inbuilt to do service. But I think knowing it and expanding whichever way we can do will be wonderful. So yes, I will share screen and we'll do the first exercise. That's right. Today's all the summaries, the synopsis will be shared with you. Please do read. It's very nicely descriptive this time, but I'm sure this is just a wealth of information. So, yeah, the first exercise, the meaning of serving. In I think we have to be very clear in our own concept and definition of what is serving. When that is clear, then my path will be clear that how I can maximize and bringing the accurate meaning of serving to all that I do. So the first reflection question is, what does serving mean to you? You can take just few seconds spontaneously. What is coming to your mind? You can write it down on your notebook. A very deeper reflection. What does serving mean to you? Gather your thoughts and write down. That is your spontaneous voice that tells that is the deeper understanding for yourself. And we'll go from there. So, what does serving mean to you? And then, to help with that, reflect on two scenarios from your life. Number one, when you served someone, who could be in your family or in the friend circle or at workplace, somebody you don't know, whatever situation that's coming to your mind, think of that situation when you served someone. As you go through that situation or scene, write down any feelings that's appearing or what you did. The second one is when someone else served you. When somebody served me, what was the scenario when I needed? What the person did? How did you feel? And in all these scenarios, try to find out the key values that are needed in service. Now we'll take about 1 minute to reflect on it before we go for sharing. Please do share your thoughts after. So I'm sure you got there into that deep reflection space and saw both sides when you served someone and someone served you. So, what did you see? What did you notice? The key values. And overall, what is the definition for you? The word serving. That is for our lifelong journey will take. But right now, if you'd like to share, that will be great. When we share, we take something or other, a new insight. So we'll invite all of you to unmute and speak if you want to share. The key values needed for service. serving?
I'll start, Anu sister. For me, is serving is giving, helping, sharing, and giving your talents and skills what God has given you. So you're sharing with others. When I share, mine is multiply. So that is serving mean to me. So when you serve someone else, and what are the feelings and all that is, it fulfills my heart. And when you help somebody, it brings me joy, compassion, and more generosity. And when somebody serves me, how I feel is gratitude, more respect, regards comes from the heart, from the deep heart. Those are few points.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, yeah, take it forward, right? Such deeper aspects that really inspires our life so beautifully, fills up. We don't do for that, but we realize the spontaneous gain brings, and that becomes a purpose of life, giving because we are so full. Thank you, Sister Harpreet. I know there are a lot of chat box sharing, but you are also welcome to unmute and share. I can start with a few points. Lara says in Portuguese that Portuguese brother Manuel has translated, to serve is to give the best of what we have. And beautiful explanation, as Brother Manoj said, that the charity means whatever the other person needs. It's not always, you have everything that it takes, but selfless, that generosity, that word came, right? So to serve is to give the best of what we have. Trisha says, helping God. That we can expand in the spiritual aspect. What does that mean? And really being the self, and again, sharing openly, selflessly, helping God. Anyone else would like to unmute and share their point? Marilza in Portuguese says, to serve is to renounce. That's beautiful. We can churn on that. But am I renouncing anything? Or I have so much that it spontaneously flows. Nothing reduces in me in serving, being kind, being loving, being present for someone. But that's beautiful, Marilza. Thank you.
Om
Trisha also,
Shanti.
yes.
Om
Swati.
Shanti, sister. For me, serving is towards humanity and to the cause of someone's happiness. That when we share and when we serve for a goodness, that is increasing their happiness, and in return, we are receiving happiness. And that's how, as Harpreet Sir mentioned, that it is going to be double, triple, and multiply.
Yeah, beautiful.
So that is for me. And when we serve, it is coming back to us. So it's a two-way process. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
That's such beautiful, beautiful, true understanding, and we can visualize it like it goes out, but it comes back multifold. Beautiful. Thank you, Swati. Yeah, Prisha says universal brotherhood, one God, one world family, love, compassion, empathy. Love, compassion, empathy. Key values for service. Great. Anil brother says giving without any expectation in return. Are you not able to unmute yourself? Great. I still invite, if anyone wants to share, maybe we can take one sharing if you like to. But I know, thank you for putting it all in the chat. Anil brother says giving without any expectation in return. Yeah. And
Om Shanti.
yes, go ahead, sister.
Yeah, I like what that sister said also about helping God. I really like that when I am helping God, it's like I allow Him to work through me, and I'm not taking the credit for anything that's coming out of it. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Meryl Zagan says serving is about selflessness. I recognize the gratitude pleasure and satisfaction it evokes. By serving, the gratitude, pleasure, and satisfaction that evolves in us. Krisha again says humility, patience, gratitude, kindness, all the values that we are filled with. Again, Brother Manuel says, serving, be a world benefactor, and the love plus, that is the quality, only quality to serve. Lena says, take good care of my health so I can provide good service, right? Serving the serve. If I am available, fit, I can be present. That is service. Rehana sister says, serving for me is about honoring the purpose of my existence on earth. Purpose. Yeah, she explains, I helped a person who was in really need of support on all levels. I could feel God's hands pulling the strings. I have people who sometimes compete to serve me. I feel overwhelmed. Compete to serve me, and I feel overwhelmed. Yeah, so many aspects of serving that happens. So many people want to help you. Key values: love, kindness, compassion, enthusiasm by Rena sister. Yeah, Prisha, I think almost finishing. If you can take few seconds to share something, if you like. Otherwise, in the next exercise, time is running fast. And Lara still says, I believe that service is about doing good willingly without expecting recognition or praise. It's about feeling happy, seeing others happy after being served and while serving. See how service is such a integral part of us. It excites us, isn't it? So much thoughts and enthusiasm I can see in everyone in sharing serving aspect in their lives. So thank you all for sharing. I think we can quickly go through the slide if it is ready, Brother Deepak. As you know, you will all be receiving this review material with all these points. Make a note to go through them, make it really a part of life. So unconditional love, royalty, and respect. Unconditional love, royalty, and respect. Serve selflessly without anything in return. That is helping God is service. Serve for humanity. Give the best you have. Love, compassion, empathy are the values, key values. Again, giving without expectation in return. Selflessness, that is winning, that we recognize we have to give and also recognize what it brings back. The gratitude, pleasure, satisfaction brings back naturally in you. Humility, patience, gratitude, kindness, key values, compassion. Serving brings compassion. Love and only love. We are world benefactors. Love heals everything, so we can benefit everyone. And when we serve for goodness, we spread and receive happiness. No? So serving the self, take care of my health. So I am available and present to provide good service. Honoring the purpose of my existence on earth is the meaning of serving. And yeah, service is about doing good willingly without expecting anything. Beautiful, no expectations. Great. So thank you, Deepak Bhai. As you all know, in the review material, you'll be receiving all of this after the session. So now let's move on to the next as we do the workshop, we go through revising, reviewing what we heard. So Sister Luciana brought so much insight and so many different aspects of serving and how they're integral to our life. We may realize, we may not. And continuingly with Sister Debbie, we did the churning points, the inner reflections last week. And she gave us many exercises, reflection, questions and exercises that we can continue regularly, because then we can be in realization of our capacity, power, and we can constantly be giving or vibrating with all that beautiful energies we carry. So Sister Debbie emphasized that service starts with you. And so the first reflection question she asked us to do is to write down a list of reflection, at least 10 points or how many points that, did you give to yourself? So what are the things that you have given to yourself? Make a list of that. Do you serve yourself first? That is the first reflection, that how many things you have given to yourself. Second one, how many, okay, so how many you received from others out of that? So it's like, listing out what you have and how many you have received from others, how many you have received from nature, and how many you have received from God, the divine. So, so take up that reflection to write down. So it is basis for gratitude, basis for preparing the self, serve others, serve constantly. So also check in last 1 week how many opportunities you took to give and to receive, which is the basis of service. You give as well as you receive with gratitude and respect. It's coming automatically, naturally, take it on. But also, like, there is a process of continuation in that give and take. The ability to give and receive is the basis of service. So in the spiritual journey, that part we really take on so deeply, and that resolves creating a beautiful world of harmony. So the basis of service is the ability to give and receive, also receive. And then purpose. Let's see. Reflect on your way of being. So again, it's about how you are, starts with you. How is it that just our being, our way of thinking, speaking, and acting is our practice of serving? So choose for that to understand one quality in your personality that allows you to offer a higher level of service to humanity. When you reflect on that, the quality, also reflect on that, how I am, how I think, speak, and act becomes the means of service from me. And check on few questions as you can see on the screen. So again, I'll not explain everything. You'll receive it. It's an exercise, an ongoing exercise we all can take. So what one quality did you choose that is in your personality? What did you notice happened during this week? And how did you benefit? How did that situation, benefit others, and how the situation changed? So you can go in detail to go through this reflection. And she was sharing her own quality was the loving regard. Next one is reflect on the first time when you felt to do service. What did awaken in you so that you brought out doing service or helping others? So that's a good point. When did we start? And what did you do with that awakening? Did you do something or just felt it, thought about it and didn't do? And did you join with some other people to carry it forward? How did you get started? How did you move forward? Is that desire to serve still alive within you today? Starting point, if we can reflect on as well, that is helpful. It is all about me. And when I realize what I have and what I can give, the whole service to others starts. And then beautiful phrase, you are in the angel training school. Angels give and automatically receive. And there is a power in seeing when someone is giving something to the other person. When you even see somebody giving and receiving, that itself gives you the power, the motivation to serve. It is almost contagious, right? So, and then she expanded on to check that how you're practicing the art of serving right now, as it is emphasized in the last slides, that it is with the self first. How are you serving yourself? Are you being kind, supportive of yourself? And then, with others, particularly because they are all around us. Are you respectful, observant, accepting, listening to them? And with nature, so are you loving, respectful, and nurturing to the nature? And in the God's task, are you loving, present, and to receive? In God's task, power, the direction, the clarity we receive from God through the love that is constantly there, the ocean of love, the source, guides me, keeps my path clear and open. So I receive that so that I can continue to serve. And then again, it starts with the self. Recognize that there is feelings inside of us that get translated when we don't even know it. So all these exercises is to be clear about me, what I carry within me, what are the inspiration I always feel to serve others. And in that, some practice of deep silence, meditation, you can know what you have. And so that it automatically flows out of you, not even you knowing it. And she gave an exercise that the hand, what you can do with it. Through this exercise, get an insight, what you have and what you can give to others. So again, ability to be observant, many important art of serving. And it brings, what we feel brings peace, love, and joy to any situation. God helps if we are open to receive and we really constantly serve through subtle means. That, example, we can demonstrate a loving regard for others without saying anything. That is, they felt very profoundly. We don't have to speak it always. Being open-hearted, open-handed makes a difference to other around you and the environment. Open heart, open hand, be there. And then she took us through this last exercise, which we'll actually take in our action planning exercise, that how do you serve? The fragrance of generosity and vibration of compassion. How is it serving you, self first, then the close ones around you, then others outside, at work, or somebody we don't even know, and nature. So the fragrance in all, service in all 4 levels. And then how big is your heart? So draw the heart and write down all your qualities. How would you describe the effects of sharing the virtues of compassion and generosity had on you? Your heart is more full by sharing your own qualities and virtues that you must identify, recognize, and have attention that it is vibrating out of you. So when you serve, what is the effect on your heart? What difference does it make in you? An impossible task becomes possible for those with. We know that, right? And then together, the service together, when we all come together. So she wanted us to reflect on a group service that was done, and we can go in detail as you can take home this exercise, check it out. So your takeaway that Sister Debbie emphasized, what are you receiving from God, the source at this moment, that support high quality service, that support you to serve with your highest qualities. Second one, what is your aim in practicing the art of serving with this power and responsibility from God to help transform the world, starting with yours, creating aim, that what I'm receiving from God, how will I use it for myself and for others? Thank you, everyone. This was the exercise, really the inner reflection with deeper exercises that Sister did. Now let's move to the action planning. I will hand it over to Sister Harpreet. Thank you.
Thank you, Anu sister, and Brother Manoj is giving me the opportunity to serve today. So it's beautiful sharing and learning from both sisters and explained very well about this art of serving. And I loved, as authorly has explained, personally, I loved his two core values, reminded by both sisters, generosity and compassion, right? Keeping that always in mind when we are serving and how we can serve better ways. So what can I add from the learning with the sharing, right? So that's the whole thing as we get together, how I can improve myself, right? Love the exercises, the reflections, the questions. And plus, I like the experience when how Sister Debbie had brought that experienced way is she made us to do all those things like the 10 things I received as gift this week. So it's thinking. So what we receive, do we like it? And the heart exercise that really touched my heart. And how big is my heart? So both exercise with the heart was very nice. And using those two core values again is really stood up for me. And lots of wonderful points we learned. So now let's put it into practice. What we have learned, what we can take more is doing that experimental. So enhancing the art of serving, what can we do? So let's all of us is put that into the reflection mode right now, reflection on how to do serve in the following four parts of your life. So the self, close ones, others, and nature. So let's draw some thoughts like as whatever is coming to you in your heart right now is for the self, the close ones, others, and nature. Let's take 2 to 3 minutes. And so then we can share what is coming, what is touching your heart right now. how are we really doing? So with how do I serve myself? So basically is a good one to start with, because when I'm full, then I can serve others, right? So we'll give you another minute or so. Time is really clicking fast. Hope you come up with something and you wrote down is one thing you're going to do, maybe additional what you're already doing. We all are servers, but how I can enhance my serving, right? So who is ready to share? You can open up your mic and share, or you can write in the chat as well, but we would love to hear from you. So who would be the first one to share? How you're serving the self, others, fans, like the nature, anywhere. Who likes to share?
I think that you can share at least only one aspect as well. But
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Particularly,
You don't need to share all. That's right. Yeah.
Om Shanti,
Om
sister.
Shanti, Prerna.
I wrote in the chat, but I'll read it out. Just briefly wrote in the chat so serving myself, I believe, was missing, was a very key element missing for years in my life. And I feel spiritual empowerment is the true way I serve myself because I connect with my dog. And I know my exact and true purpose of life. So taking care, nurturing self, and the best platform I feel is just with God's love, unconditional love. So yeah, I experience all my relationships under that umbrella, and it's beautiful. It's divine. I'll leave the rest of the points for the other family members here, but yeah, I'll just share the first point. Thank you.
Great.
Ms. Santi.
Thank you. Thank you, sister. Anybody else? Don't be shy. It helps us when we share, is always get registered and more in our subconscious mind, right? When we talk about it and just registered with us. Rihanna sister saying is self is imbibing one value, virtue each day, staying humble and peaceful. Yes, beautiful. So close ones is sending good vibes to help them to connect to God as much as possible, and others wishing them the best to help them play their role to the best of their capacity. Nature the vibrations of peace and purity. Well said, sister. Thank you. Anybody else like to share? You can open your mic and share. We can, yeah. Okay, we have another sharing is Manuel is be conscious of who I am, be conscious about who they are, be economical, be simple. Nice. Thank you.
maybe we can ask which one is your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Just share one out of self, others, close one, and nature. I don't know if we can choose, but yet, or what is the most important or foundation? Great sharings in the chat.
I hope you all still there, still with us and writing. Still
Sister
in
Rehna can share one. Oh, she has shared so many points as well, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Can you unmute and share something, sister?
Sister Rihanna? Yeah.
Yeah, as we all know that we have four subjects in our university or school or college, whatever we choose to say, and service is the fourth subject. And before that comes the knowledge and the meditation and the imbibement, that is Gyan Yoga and Dharana. So people people find the first three, not in that order particularly, not necessarily. Some people find the knowledge difficult, some people find the meditation difficult, some people find the imbibement difficult. But service is one area where everybody finds it very easy, and they they actually are very enthusiastic to give the best. So this is one area where I can contribute the most. And plus, as one sister said, that the serving the self was, completely out of my mind and out of, it was not there in memory. I mean, it seems like selfish to serve the self, but now we understand it's so important that that is the basis of everything that we do. So, as I said, the self, serving the self would be the the what is it, the topmost priority. And for that we have to connect to God and be humble. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, Sister Anna.
Beautiful. Beautiful, yes. So I have to stay full to serve others. So I can get only full as staying connected with the Supreme Divine Light. Very well said. Thank you, sister. Anybody else? We'll take one last sharing because time is actually up.
Yes, I would like to share.
Go ahead.
For me, it's like the more harmony inside me with my thoughts, words, actions, with the so that will reflect outside. बोलते ना सद्भावना जितनी अंदर है it will reflect outside. So the more I am harmonious inside, the more I serve myself, the more I'll be able to serve the people around me, the world, and the nature and everything.
Excellent. Yeah, I always use the word being happy, healthy, and harmony inside first. So beautifully. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing. So that was great. So now we are going to go back. I think sister.
You can share the slide. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I was just looking at the time. So Deepak Bhai, maybe you can quickly share the slide, please.
We have time. Take a minute.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. I'll read it maybe there's okay. So great sharing, everybody who has shared. That was good. Is health. So the self, taking care of the self, well-being and spiritual empowerment. And the close ones is the sport with love and understand to close ones. Others, kindness to others at all times. And nature is a peace and protect the nature with preserving the resources. So other one is I really liked is what was shared as by the one value, right? So is that way you're staying humble and peaceful. So that's for the self. So what the self is be conscious and who I am and having a harmony inside reflects the outside. So beautifully said that. So the close one is sending good vibes to help them to connect to God as much as possible and helping closed ones, whatever the help they need, even if it's just a small things, because I take care of two seniors in this house with myself, my dad, and mom. So that is always just doing a little things is gives a smile to their face. So just being present, I think, is having a patience and presence moment what their needs are with others. That's what I'm experiencing. So others is wishing them the best to help them and play their roles to their best of their capacity, be conscious and who they are, right? And nature, yes, vibrations of peace and purity. So be economical and be simple. So beautiful sharing, everybody. Thank you so much. So let's just take one or two things as we can enhance ourselves and be better servers. Thank you, Anu sister. I think I'll get back to you.
Thank you so much, Sister Harpreet. That was beautiful sharing, so details. Taking the time to reflect on this are so much necessary. Otherwise, we become human doings. We just keep doing, but we miss how much we have that go out. But it starts with us, myself. So let's do the next few minutes. Let's tap onto the silence and tap onto that unlimited resource of serving we carry within us. Meditation on serving. Sit, relax. Bring your attention just to this moment. How easy and relaxed you are feeling. And simply reflect on the innate qualities, virtues that you are filled with so deeply in you. All those virtues, qualities, they come out in your personality, in your feelings, in your actions. Simply see those beautiful virtues and feel your core lighted up. And those virtues, your compassion, generosity, empathy, kindness, love, respect, naturally and spontaneously vibrate out. You simply sit in the light of these beautiful values within you, and they simply vibrate out. No obstruction, no condition. See your values vibrating out as if the whole world lights up. And in that space, you see yourself surrounded, supported with the whole universe, with love, the beautiful earth, the nature, the plants, all surround you as if they are reciprocating back to you their love, their presence, that power. And in this space, as your core lights up, you experience the light of the source, the divine, that is continuously showering upon everything in this universe. And the source showers all those beautiful values upon you unconditionally, constantly. And you become unlimited, unending source of love, respect, care, happiness that you vibrate out every moment. The serving starts with you, and serving continuously happens as your values vibrate out of you. You are always there for the universe, for the other people in your lives, with your love, with all these subtle values. You also bring them out in your action. You truly become server as your values vibrate out from your core constantly, and feel yourself as one with the universe, with the divine source. There is only beauty, happiness, love in the whole world. With this beautiful thought, let's come back to this moment. Let's carry with us this realization of that abundant beings we are. And just a quick announcement. Before announcement, maybe we can take a picture as we are experiencing our true self now. Brother Manoj had to go too. So a few people, but we are the 4 people here. We can spread our beauty to the world as we feel it. Open your video if you want to be in the photograph, and we'll share with you all. Beautiful. Beautiful. So carry that beauty within you, and let's quickly see what's coming up. We'll have the silence retreat next week, 14th of March. Tomorrow, the daylight saving time change is happening here in US and Canada. So the India time changes. The time here remains the same, that is 7 a.m. But in India, the time would be 7:30 p.m. because the time difference has changed. As well as for Brazil, the time will change to 11 a.m. Please join us then. That would be the best opportunity to go deeper in silence and internalize all these experiences on the art of serving. Then we'll move on to the art of transformation. Parivartan ki kala. It is the next week, not 14th March. Sorry about that. 21st of March with Brother Yogesh from Turkey. And it will be the same time, 7 a.m. West Coast, US, Canada, 7:30 p.m. India, 11 a.m. Atlantic, Canada and Brazil. So please mark your calendar and join us then. And this is our calendar. We'll continue with the art of transformation. And our books, we are just bringing it to your attention that these books are ready. They're out. To order a copy, please write to us and to our emails. And all these videos, including today's, you will find on our YouTube channels. Check us out on our websites, that's vihasa.in and vancouver.brahmakumaris.ca, and also the playlists for all the sessions of Arts for Life series in English and Hindi on your screen. If a screenshot.
Quickly, I want to say is to everybody, get your hands on this book. Is beautifully, beautifully done. Lots of hard work is all the seniors. Some of them is not with us in the body. So it's great churning points are here. So I have my book I got right away. So thank you. Thank you for putting that together, and sister and all the team. And I would encourage each and every one of you to get that book.
Yeah, write us an email and we'll find the easy way how you can have it and all the other info about price and shipment and all that. Thank you, Harpreet sister. And thank you, everyone. You know, you all received the review material with all these sharings today and upcoming programs info. If you're not in our WhatsApp list or email list, then please send it to me or to everyone so we can include you. Advent, let's take a few minutes with a beautiful song. Just feel that serving part that is in you every moment. Enjoy yourself. 1 few seconds it will take.
knows what's right. Love, truth, patience in every thought. With values in your heart, joy is brought. Transform, transform, soul so bright. Shine with values, spread the light. Service, love, and peace each day. In every step, walk the divine way. Connect with the Father, source of all. In His love, no fear can fall. Meditate, remember, let virtues grow. In thoughts, words, and deeds, let goodness show. Transform, transform, soul so bright. Shine with values, spread the light. Service, love, and peace each day. In every step, walk the divine way. Practice patience, honesty too. Humility, kindness in all you do. Serve with love, serve with care. The light of values is everywhere. Transform, transform, soul so bright. Shine with values, spread the light. Service, love, and peace each day. In every step, walk the divine way. Transform, transform, soul so bright. Shine with values, spread the light. Service, love, and peace each day. In every step, walk the divine way.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Beautiful song. Thank you, everyone, for these beautiful moments together. Enjoy, keep shining. See you next week in the Silence Retreat. Bye now. Take care. Keep shining the love, the light. Om Shanti. Bye now.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.